Hi there, welcome to my final video of 2024. I can't believe that we're approaching the end of the year already and we're about to start a brand new one. And this is my final video of the year. How mad is that? So I thought that to finish 2024, I would share with you the books and bookish things that I got for Christmas this year. I did actually get quite a few books, which I'm really excited to share with you today. And if you got any books for Christmas as well, then I'd love for you to leave me a comment and let me know so that we can talk about the things that we got and that we're excited to read in 2025. There's a really good mix of fantasy and different subgenres of fantasy in this video as well, and I'm so excited to share these books with you, so let's get on with it. I hope that you enjoy this video. So if you follow me on Instagram, you may know that my Christmas was unfortunately very different this year, but that being said, I received some incredible books from people, which I'm so grateful for. So despite having a really rough time of it recently, these books have really brought some joy and some lightness to my life in this really difficult time. And I also just want to give a massive show of appreciation to anybody who works in healthcare or hospitals or any ambulance staff, especially during the Christmas period. I am eternally grateful. So this is not the video to be deep. We're lighthearted, we're fluffy, we're talking about books, so let's talk about the first one that I received for Christmas. First up, we have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien, potato. This is obviously the prequel to the brilliant series Lord of the Rings. If you have not heard of the Lord of the Rings, where have you been? I'm very interested to know if you have not heard of it. So this one is The Hobbit, which is the prequel. Now I have watched the Hobbit movie, which obviously was great. I have got to say, I've not read the books, so I don't know if the movies are a good adaptation of the books, but the movies are incredible. I've absolutely loved them every single time I've watched them, and I'm actually very disappointed in myself that I haven't read the books already. What have I been doing with my life? Why have I not read any of J.R.R. Tolkien's books? So this one is obviously about Bilbo Baggins, who goes on an adventure. Wow, published in 1937. It's a pretty short book. The Lord of the Rings books are generally quite long, but this one is a very short one. I'm really excited to read this book. I think it's going to be really wholesome, and I'm just so excited to read this. And it has been recommended to obviously read the prequel before the Lord of the Rings series, so that is the order that I'm going to do it. I know that some people read the series first and then read the prequel afterwards. I'm not sure if it matters too much when you decide to read the prequel, but I thought I'm just going to do it first because it's like chronological order, isn't it? And sometimes I quite like to read in that way. So I like to read the timeline of events as they happened, and because this is a prequel, I'm assuming the events happened first before the Lord of the Rings stories. And also, how stunning is this front cover? This is a beautiful edition of The Hobbit. I absolutely love how gorgeous this looks. Oh, even the spine is so pretty with the mountains. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. So really excited to read that. What a good gift to give me. And then on a similar wavelength, I also received for Christmas The Lord of the Rings. I've totally just, oh my goodness. Is this all of it? Wow, I'm an idiot. So I literally just said that the Lord of the Rings books are quite big. They're actually not. I thought that they were big because the edition that I have is massive, but I've just realised all of the books are put into one. This is the whole collection of all the books. I totally didn't even realise that I have all the books in one. So yeah, you've got, oh my goodness, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, The Return of the King. Wow. So I've got all 6 books in this edition. This is a big book. How many pages is this altogether then? This is about 1,150 pages. Guys, let me know, do I read this all in one go or do I stop after each book and give myself a break? Because sometimes with a series, I like to read a book and then I like to read a different book as like a palette cleanser, and then I like to read the next book in the series. This edition of Lord of the Rings has every single book in one. Do I read the whole thing or do I take a break after I've finished each book in this edition? Does that make sense? And if so, let me know what you think I should do. Again, the front cover of this, chef's kiss. It's beautiful. You can't deny that this is a beautiful book. And I am just so excited to read The Lord of the Rings. Like, I actually cannot wait. And I'm also excited to read all the books and then watch all the movies, and then I will be able to determine whether or not they actually are good adaptations, because I will have read the books and I have something to compare them to. But overall, just really, really excited to read this. Such a good book, and yeah, I can't believe that I'm finally about to read The Lord of the Rings after The Hobbit. Next book that I received for Christmas, we have Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. Look at the colours in this front cover. It is beautiful. It's got like gold foiling. I've never read anything by this author before. I've also not really heard too much about this author, but she has some really incredible looking books. So all that this says on the back of it is, so it says we have a squire, the survivor of a failed quest, an immortal, timeless and unfathomable, I cannot say that word, unfathomable, an assassin, skilled and heartless, an old sorceress holding secrets behind her teeth, and a pirate's daughter, the ward's last hope. The heroes are gone, but the fight to save the world has only just begun. So this was released in 2021, so relatively recent. And it just sounds and looks incredibly cool. So I am going to read this very soon. I'm excited to see what it's like. I'll let you know as well, because I like to do my monthly wrap-ups. So I'm assuming that I will read this in January. I mean, I kind of have to, because we've only got a couple of days left of 2024. The math is not mathing. So I will read this in January, and therefore I will mention it in my January wrap up, and I'm just really excited to see what it's like and to let you know whether or not it's something I would recommend. Equally, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought to it. No spoilers for now, please. And this is the first in a fantasy series, I'm pretty sure. So if I enjoy this author's writing style and I enjoy the plots, then I'm really excited to get stuck into a new series. If you watched my book goals for 2025, then you'll know that one of my goals was to start a new series this year. So if I like this one, then that's a really good contender for that goal, and I will read the series, because I'm just really excited to get stuck into a new world, new characters, and just immerse myself into something different. So really looking forward to reading that one as well. This next one that I received, I think is probably one of the most beautiful book covers I've seen in a long time. Everything about this, the colours, the fonts, it's so whimsical, it is so, so beautiful. This is The Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon. Look at the beauty that is this book. It's actually stunning. It's got the golden foil detail in the title and the stars. You've got the beautiful oranges, pastel purples, darker purples. It's honestly just beautiful. And it has the gorgeous sprayed edges as well. You know how I feel about books with sprayed edges, and this is just absolutely stunning. What a beautiful, beautiful book. So this one is a fantasy, potentially romantasy. I'm honestly not too sure. I have a feeling it probably is a romantasy. Oh, it's a trilogy. It's the first in a trilogy. Oh, guys, you know how I feel about a book series. This is what I just said. So if I enjoyed this, then I'm very, very excited to start a new trilogy as well. So it says, one lone light will stand against an empire. Light wars against darkness. All Taliesin has ever known are the Hurricane Wars. She uses the power of light to fight for her people against the Night Empire. All Alaric has ever known is darkness. He wields terrifying shadow magic to crush those who stand in his way. But the moment Taliesin and Alaric clash, their lives are changed forever. A storm is coming. The coming storm threatens to destroy everything, if they don't destroy each other first. Ooh, this sounds great. Again, another brilliant, brilliant book. I'm so grateful that I have received these books in this video. I think one of the best things about receiving these books for Christmas is that people just really know me. Like, they know what I like, they know what I'm interested in. I'm excited about every single one of these books that I've received, and it's just making me feel so thankful that I've received them by people who clearly know me very well and know my tastes. I mean, I'm grateful for anything that I receive, even if it's not something that I would pick up myself, but I think the fact that all of these books feel very me, it's just lovely and heartwarming. And again, I feel like reading is going to get me through a difficult time, and I'm so excited to start all of these books. So again, this one will be in one of my wrap-ups. It probably might be in February's wrap-up, because let's be honest, my January TBR, which I will share with you in a coming video next week, It's getting long. There's a lot of books on my January TBR at the moment, and I don't think I have room or space to squeeze in anymore. So this one is probably going to be a February book. Really, really excited to read this. I think it's going to be a good one. Next up, I received another chunky book. This one is massive. I didn't quite realise how huge it was actually going to be when I first heard about the book. This one is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas, and this is the first novel in the Crescent City series. So obviously, if you've been on my channel frequently, you'll know that I did complete the A Court of Thorn and Roses series by Sarah J Maas, and I'm currently in the middle of the Throne of Glass series by the same author. I won't start reading this until I've finished the Throne of Glass series, which by the way is absolutely incredible. I'm enjoying it so much more than ACOTAR, and I did love ACOTAR. So this one says, bound by blood, tempted by desire, unleashed by destiny. As far as I'm aware, it is about a demon that murders the main character's closest friends. So obviously we have some kind of like revenge mission. And this is a fantasy as well. I already know that I absolutely love the writing style of Sarah J Maas. Every time I describe her to people, I describe her writing style as beautiful. Beautiful. She describes things in such like whimsical, just stunning way. Like, it's just such beautiful writing. I love her characters. Her character development is also a strong point of her. Like, some of her characters start off being kind of weak or like really vulnerable, and then the progression that they have throughout her series is just incredible. So I'm really excited to read this. It's a big boy. Now this series, I believe, is not finished yet. I think there's 3 of the books out. Correct me if I'm wrong if you do know, but I believe there's 3 of these out at the moment. So again, if I enjoy this book, then I will be starting this series in 2025 as well, but just not until I've finished Throne of Glass. I'm going to finish that one first and then move on to this one. Oh, it's going to be such a good reading year. I also, again, really love the spine of this book. I think it's going to look beautiful on the bookshelf. So yeah, really happy to have received that. This next book is very, very random, but I did receive this for Christmas, and this is a books that I received for Christmas video. So I have to be authentic and honest with you. I received a 15-minute Italian learn in just 12 weeks book. For a bit of context, I am going to Italy next year. I've been before, but I just love the place so, so much. It's one of my favourite countries to visit. And I did actually start doing Italian on Duolingo, so I am trying to learn Italian. Obviously, the best way that you are going to learn is conversationally, so I'm going to spend my time in Italy trying to speak it as much as I can. I did do that when I went last time. When I was in restaurants, for example, or shops, I was ordering things in Italian, and they actually understood what I meant. So that's given me a boost of confidence to keep going. I have fallen off the Duolingo bandwagon. I have lost my streak, which I'm absolutely gutted about, but I am going to pick it back up again because it's actually really fun. And yeah, it's always nice to just have a little book to look at and to take my eyes away from the screen. Say if I don't fancy going on Duolingo that day, then I can learn Italian in just 12 weeks, 15 minutes a day with this apparently. I think it also has an app that you can use. Oh yeah, a free audio app, which helps you to perfect your pronunciation as well. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I won't say too much about this because it is very self-explanatory, but it's what I got for Christmas. This is a book I got for Christmas, and that is the whole purpose of this video. And I'm actually really excited to read this. So I'm going to talk about the final few books, and then at the end I'll discuss some book accessories that I received for Christmas as well. These next few books I have already mentioned in past videos in December because I did actually open them before Christmas. They were early Christmas presents. First one is It by Stephen King. So this was in a book haul that I did, when did I do it? A few weeks ago. So with this one I was with the person when they bought it for me, which is why I opened it early. But I haven't started reading it because I did say I would wait till after Christmas before I can read this. It's massive. This is a big book. There's a lot of big books in this video, and this is obviously a horror by the horror king, Stephen King. I haven't watched the movie. I don't know if I will. I'm not a horror movie person. I do get too scared, but I can read horror and really enjoy it. So I'm really excited to read this. I'm not sure when I will. I'm not sure what point I will in the year, but soonish. It's being added to my TBR anyway. Oh my goodness, the font is teensy tiny. Wow. And this is obviously about the clown Pennywise lurking in the sewers and getting up to no good, I'm assuming. I don't really know much about it. I'm sure I'll find out after reading this and wish I had never known. So I'm really excited for this one too. And then the final two books that I received as early Christmas presents, which again I did mention in the book haul, I'm pretty sure it was, that I filmed, and these are part of a series. So we have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros, and then we have Iron Flame by the same author. So Fourth Wing is the first in the series. What is the series name? It's a word I struggle to pronounce, which is a lot of words to be honest. I think it's called so it's called the Empyrean series, pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. And this features dragons, dragon riders. As far as I'm aware, it's about someone who enters this like training academy, which is almost like the military training to be a dragon rider. And that's as much as I know, but I'm really excited to read it. I do believe this is a romantasy. After doing some research on it, it sounds like it's a romantasy, but I will report back and let you know once I've started reading it. So really excited to read these as well. And again, I could have left these until Christmas Day to open, but I was just far too impatient, so I didn't. So those are all the books that I received for Christmas. And then to finish off this video, I'll talk about a few book accessories that people gifted me for Christmas as well, which I'm really happy about. So I received 2 bookmarks, which is great because the bookmarks that I currently have are very old, very tatty, very well loved, I like to put it, which basically means that they are grubby and can no longer be used. So I'm very excited that I received 2 new bookmarks. 2 completely different vibes. So this one is it a franchise, I suppose, the Guess How Much I Love You, which is the characters of the little bunny rabbits. Obviously I am a bun mum. I love my bun child more than words can ever possibly say. I wouldn't do it justice if I tried to put it into words, so I won't, but this bookmark comes pretty close. So I'm really excited for that. I'm going to use this for like more light-hearted, easygoing books, ones that tend to have a happy ending, or ones that are just nice palette cleansers, don't have to think too hard. Books that are going to uplift me and not make me think too deeply. That is the bookmark that I'm going to use those for. And then this one, because we know I've got a thing about dragons, this one says, "Here be dragons," and it's real dark, smoky, has dragon shadows going around it, and absolutely beautiful. I particularly like the dragon that's flying in the middle of the moon. And this one I'm going to use for mainly like my fantasy books, or the ones that are quite deep. I have to think really deeply about them, or ones that have a lot of like world building. This would be a perfect bookmark for Fourth Wing. So I'm really excited to use both of my brand new bookmarks. Both completely different vibes, but both really well loved already. And then I also got given a to-do list which says things to do before I can read, and it has a little sleeping dragon on a stack of books. Again, this is absolutely perfect. I do need a new to-do list. I'm the type of person who likes to write things down physically and tick them off rather than writing my to-do list on my phone. I much prefer to do it physically on a piece of paper. I don't know why, that's just who I am. But this is absolutely perfect, and it is very, very apt because these will all be things that I need to do before I can sit down and read. So I'm really, really happy about that. I think the company is called Joy Ella Design. So another really incredible book accessory. And then the final thing I was given, which honestly looking at it right now is just stunning, absolutely beautiful. This is a book, I was going to say bookcase, but it's not a bookcase because that's like the big things. The big things. That's like a bookshelf that you stack your like books on, like the furniture. This is like a book cover then, I suppose. And it's got dragons on it, it's got like a stag, it's got a cauldron, it's got some just absolutely beautiful designs. It feels real magical, like this is like a real like wizardy kind of book cover. It's also got a little pouch in the front so I could pop in like my to-do list or some bookmarks or whatever I want really. And you just pop your book into it like that, and it's just completely covered and protected, so I could take my book around with me wherever I want to go. If I'm commuting anywhere or I know that I need to take a book with me somewhere, this is going to make it so easy to make sure it's protected. But one of the main reasons why this is going to come in so handy is because my house rabbit that I've mentioned before, Lupin, he likes to chew anything papery, anything cardboardy, and books are one of his favourite things to chew, which unfortunately has led to a few casualties of some of my favourite books that just look absolutely awful or you can't read the pages anymore because Lupin has shredded them. So now I have a book cover so that when I'm putting my books around the house, Lupin cannot get to them and chew them, and he won't be interested in chewing this because he's not a fabric kind of bunny, he is a book kind of bunny. So they are well and truly protected from my ravenous house bunny now. And just what a cool idea. I just think it's great. So those were all the books and bookish things that I received for Christmas 2024. Again, I am so grateful. Thank you so much if you are one of the people who got me some of these things. I absolutely love everything in this video. I'm so excited to sit down and start one of these books. I don't know which one to start off with yet. So if you have any recommendations as to which of these books in the video you think that I should start off with first, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be back with my next video on the 1st of January 2025 so we can ring in the new year together. I'm really excited to kickstart the year with my YouTube videos on the 1st, so I hope that you're excited for that as well. Thank you so much for being here this year and for watching even just one of my videos. If you have, I honestly am so eternally grateful. Let me know what books or bookish accessories you've received for Christmas, if you did receive any. I'm really excited to hear from you in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it to let me know. And if you like my content and you want to see more from me, then please subscribe because it's free and it means that you can see my videos a lot easier. I will see you in the new year. I hope you have a great New Year's celebration, whatever you're doing. I will see you next time, or rather you'll see me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.